Ferrari have unveiled their new 2022 Formula 1 car. Different? Yes, you could say that when you look at the new livery and chassis of the Ferrari F175. The black front and rear wings are reminiscent of the early 90s cars and give the F175 a retro look that have many fans feeling nostalgic. It's also easy to see that there's been considerable shifting of the various sponsorships on the car. If we zoom in on the technical aspects of the Ferrari, then the side pods immediately catch the eye. We saw square air intakes at Aston Martin and AlphaTauri, for example, but Ferrari opts for a narrow horizontal slot. These side pods look quite square on the flanks, whereas the revealed competition have gone for much more rounded shapes. At the bottom, the bodywork turns inwards more extremely than at the top, making the classic Coke bottle shape difficult to see from the top, but it's certainly there at the bottom. What's particularly striking is that the side pods appear to be dented at the top. This may have been done to send the air through the top of the side pods towards the rear wing in one move. Just like Aston Martin, a long row of slots are visible, running across the entire top of the side pod. However, the remarkable features certainly don't stop there. For what to think of the slender nose of the Ferrari, with its tiny air shaft, possibly meant for cooling the drivers. Directly below it, the front wing stands out because of a dimple in the middle, which was commonplace in Formula 1, particularly in the mid-2000s. Behind it, we see a striking front suspension where all the support struts seem to be attached relatively high to the wheel. Above the cockpit, we see the same airbox as in previous years. The pointed triangle that should provide the necessary cooling air to the Ferrari engine is again adorned by two Viking horns. Immediately behind the airbox, we see the same notch in the shark fin as in previous years. In that respect, the car is still very recognisable as a Ferrari. Nevertheless, the Ferrari is spectacularly different in many ways, different from its predecessor and different from what we've seen so far from other teams and their 2022 cars. Is this the result of longer development work after giving up on 2021, and is it a harbinger of a successful 2022? We won't know until Bahrain.